Hello and welcome. You're listening to the WOW Podcast. I'm your host, Darshawn McAway, and we have a special guest on the line, Patrick Adams. He's the author of several books. Let me just mention a couple. Lisa Goes to England, Lisa Goes to France, and he has a new book coming out, Lisa Goes to India. Patrick, how are you doing?
I'm doing good tonight. Thanks for having me on.
No problem. So you got a new book coming out, Lisa Goes to India. Can you tell me what is that book about?
Okay, so this is the fourth installment of the Amazing Lisa series. So the series itself is a story of three brothers and sisters and a magical stuffed animal that travel the world. So India is their fourth destination. You mentioned England and France. They've also been to Australia. So with Lisa Goes to India, they get to go visit a pen pal of the oldest sibling, Daniel, and they go to the city of Delhi. And while they're in Delhi, they go see several cool sites there, like the Red Fort, and then they go visit Taj Mahal.
Are you the illustrator of these books?
I am not. The first three books were illustrated by a guy named Gary Undercuffler, and this fourth book was illustrated by a company called ePublishing Experts, who is a company based out of India. So I think they took special interest in illustrating this book.
Okay, great. So are you self-published or did you go through the traditional publishing route?
I'm self-published.
Okay.
I published my first book, and then I set myself up as a LLC, and I actually publish my own books plus other independent authors' books through my company.
Okay, so when did you start writing?
Actually, I started writing back in 2014. I took a 3.5-month sabbatical from working and just went and traveled the world, and I actually wrote a novel. That was one of the main reasons I wanted to go travel, was so that I could finally write this book. But then I also conceived my children's series, and I really got rolling with those, more so than the novel after that. So that's been my primary focus for the past 3 years.
Okay, so what were you doing before you were writing books?
I've worked at a couple financial institutions. Still got to have that 9-to-5 job. I wish I could pay the bills with the writing books, but it's been a great little addition to my professional career.
Okay, so tell me, would you be interested in making these books into cartoon series or movies?
Oh, absolutely. I think when I first wrote the series, the Amazing Lisa series, I wanted to create a really powerful main character of the book. So the main character, who I call Amazing Lisa, is a stuffed animal. And in these books, she has the ability to come to life and then transform into anything, any animal, any object. And so that's always a key element of each book. She's going to turn into something wherever the kids are visiting. And usually whatever she turns into is a key element to the adventure.
Tell us, where can you be found on social media and where to purchase your book?
Sure. So I'm on Facebook, and my company is Patrick Adams Books. And Twitter, my handle is @PatAdamsBooks. That's PATADAMS Books. They wouldn't allow the handle to be long enough to incorporate the entire name, so shorten that a little bit to Pat Adams Books. And I'm on Instagram as well under Patrick_Adams_book.
Well, you're listening to WOW Podcast. I'm your host, Darshawn McAway. I'm speaking to author Patrick Adams. He's the author of several books, and here are a few titles to name some. Lisa Goes to England, Lisa Goes to France, Lisa Goes to Australia, and Lisa Goes to India. Patrick Adams, it was a pleasure speaking with you.
Thank you so much. This is author Patrick Adams, author of the children's book Lisa Goes to India, part of the Amazing Lisa series, and you are listening to WOW Podcast.